I was just lifting weights and I got really inspired. Like this little revelation came through. And it was, I didn't feel like I did a good enough job elaborating on why we get so tired. It's because we are now mining at such a deep level within ourselves. We are unearthing like such deep treasures, you could say, that have been stuck and dense and frozen for, like, this is generational stuff we're tapping into, right? That's stuck in our bodies. We're going so deep and connecting with such tremendously vast treasures, meaning lots of heaviness and density, that it's taking every bit of our life force energy at times to free it, to set it free, to thaw it, to melt it, to alchemize it. It's like, I was looking on Craigslist today, like, should I get a part-time job? I don't know, maybe. And I was like just looking at some jobs to supplement, And I felt the Divine Mother tell me, I felt Jesus tell me, your job right now is to alchemize all of the treasure that's been stuck in your body for so long, all these abandoned parts, these wounded parts, these heavy parts. It's like, it's such a full-time job. And so we'll notice we'll be in the middle of doing other things, and life will say, like I was in the grocery store with my example, and life was just like, you're shutting down now, you need to go lay down. It's like you are connecting with something so heavy, like this masculine wound for me, of like this fear and shame of being seen as weak and not strong. And it's like connecting with that and holding space for that, it takes every ounce of life force energy that we have at times. And so that's why we can be eating healthy, can be doing the right things, meditating, yoga, getting sessions, but at times still we're thoroughly exhausted, and maybe we feel like we just have like this fatigue that keeps arising. It's because we are doing such incredible work. It's like, this is our full-time job. Everything else is part-time. Even if you have a full-time job, that is still your secondary job. It's like you're here doing this incredible, immense work. And so it is taking all of your awareness, all of your life force energy, your undivided attention. And that's why I was feeling into it at the gym just now. Oh, that's what was happening. That's why I was like about to pass out and just fall asleep in an aisle 10 at the grocery store. That's why some days I just need to find a bed and pass out for 2 hours. Last night I slept for like 10 hours. It's because this is such immense work. But the beautiful thing is, as these treasures start opening, as we start discovering these treasures and the treasures of density, shame, abandonment, these deep generational wounds, because all of our life force is shining on them, they're going to start to melt, they're going to start to move and thaw, and all this new energy comes online. And this new energy, it wants to build out an incredible life for you. For me, I feel like it's wanting to build out my body. When it's like it's a seesaw. It's like I'm doing the work, I'm really tired, I'm just like, oh, it's so heavy. And then it thaws and it's like, go lift weights right now for 45 minutes hard. And I can feel how this energy, it wants to build out a new body for me. It wants to build out a new life. I can feel how it wants to build out this Patreon page. It wants to create something so beautiful with this Patreon page. It wants to create a new, like a community. And it's like this energy, once we meet it, once we sit with it, and once we allow it to thaw, and as it starts to alchemize, it's just going to come through and do things all by itself. It's going to create the life we always wanted. We just need to know, like, and trust that when we are in those times of just deep fatigue and exhaustion and lethargy and heaviness, that's part of the process, that is such a necessary step, and you haven't done anything wrong. And it's okay to be there and own that, embody it. Let yourself be real with that. And it's like, as long as, and then all this new energy, it activates we start feeling more powerful, more inspired, more creative. It's like we're in the alchemy process, we're turning the darkness into art, into passion, into joy, into creativity. And what I've noticed is as long as we don't grab onto old patterns, this energy, it'll just flow through us and it'll just do it all for us. It'll create the Patreon page or whatever that thing is that your soul is calling you to do it. It's going to create this new life for you. It's going to call to you the relationship maybe you've really wanted in your heart, or it's going to really build out that life. It's going to bring you the information. It's like all of the stuff we need for what we want to experience, it's within us. And that's why I say these deep wounds of abandonment, these dense, heavy, like icebergs of pain and trauma. That's why I say they're treasures. They're vast treasures. Because when we tap into them, when we locate them, they bring forward so much fruit. They bear so much grace. They can transform our life, and we just have to be willing to surrender to the process and to know that it can look really difficult at times, and that it can feel just like impossible, and like it can be an overwhelming sense of just heaviness at times. But to know like there is another side, that treasures will reveal themselves. Like this alchemy process is so intelligently designed, and all you have to do is it's just like a surrender, and like I said, and then you just hand over the wheel to these energies, and you'll just watch as they flow through. And at first they might come up and be really unconscious, like unconscious terror, unconscious rage, hatred, all this unconscious shame, and you might be having crazy thoughts, and it might be really intense, and you're going to find yourself in the unknown, and you're going to feel like maybe you're going mad. But just know, as you continue to hold space for them, and as they continue to transform, a harmony ensues, a coherence with source starts to be cultivated. It's like these energies, they just gotta come up and be seen by the light, and they sort themselves out, and they transform into love, they transform into passion, they transform into these higher frequencies. It's like these dense, dark parts of us are treasures, because as we sit with them, as we feel them, as they alchemize, oh my gosh, it's like they release, they melt, and our vibration just soars. Our vibration just goes way up. But while we're in contact with them, we might feel like we're just all the way down in shame, all the way down in dread, all the way down in depression. We might feel lifeless. We might feel like we can't even get out of bed. But as we just honor the pain without believing all the stories, which is an art and a skill that you will get better at. It's hard to do that at first. You will get better at that. As you continue doing that, and you just feel through the emotions, and you just really sit in the fire of alchemy without believing the patterns and the thoughts that they're producing, it's incredible how much those will start to thaw and move and transmute, and then your vibration, you're just in a state of joy and inspiration. The body just wants to move. There's excitement in your life. And it's through those energies that something beautiful can birth through you. You can build something amazing. And all you need to have is the intention that you want to build something amazing through your heart, that you want to be a vessel and a conduit for love and grace in this lifetime. And then all you need to do is just surrender to the feelings. Just embody the feelings. Be authentic. Be real. Let go of the guilt and the shame about having guilt and shame. And watch and feel as your vibration rises. And you will, and watch how your external will reflect that to you. So I was just really inspired today. I really wanted to hop on and share this. Not sure if this will be on YouTube or just my Patreon. But if I do put this on YouTube, I want to take this moment here at the end to really ask for your guys' support in joining the Patreon family. I'm really hoping, I'm just feeling Spirit pouring so much energy through me and into the Patreon page to create a community there, to create something really special, something that can be so nourishing and supportive for us. And I hope that the $10 or $25 subscription, that you really feel a great exchange with that. And you really feel held by the family there, and that's the intention. And I'm just the space holder. I'm the creator of it. I'm going to do my best to engage and to be so present with the community, and whatever it bursts through us, and whatever's needed. It can go in all these different beautiful directions. But it would just mean so much to me to see you all over there. I feel like that's where I'm going to be posting up primarily now, at least most of my videos and content, and it just feels so good and so true. And I hope that if you join, that it truly does offer you so much support for your awakening process. Much love to you all. Namaste.